I do a lot of leadership, personal development, almost like relationship coaching between people and their own horses. But this can really apply to people who have no interest in horses whatsoever, because a lot of the lessons that we can learn from the horses and from kind of horse-inspired wisdom can be extremely helpful in our day-to-day life with people, because they really help us learn how to use power in a very healthy way, in non-predatory ways, because they are large herbivores, right? They're big, powerful animals, and yet they are not in any way, shape, or form carnivorous or even omnivores like ourselves. So they really show us a different way to be stepping into power and connect to others, because they're very social beings. They're very emotionally intelligent beings. And so when we learn how to work with them in a collaborative way, that's really in keeping our dignity and their dignity intact, we can develop ourselves tremendously as human beings.
What a mouthful.
I was like, when you started talking, I'm like, oh, I'm going to put a quote around this. And then it just kept going. I was like, oh, I got to put a quote around all of this.
And so many points caught me, Carmen. When you said horses are emotionally intelligent beings. And I just thought, oh my God, that is beautiful. And that they're so big, so they don't have to push you around. They don't have to bully you, which is, quite often what we think we have to do as human beings. That they just know their power, and that they don't use their physical power. They use their emotional intelligence to communicate.
Well, sometimes they do.
Okay.
And sometimes they don't.
Like humans.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And when horses are left to develop as a herd that is healthy and intact, they do develop amazingly rich forms of emotional intelligence. But when we have our hands involved in them, as us wonderful human creatures tend to have the habit of doing, we can kind of ruin that a little bit sometimes. So not to say that we ruin horses, but we really change the way that they can develop. And also it depends what we're bringing to the table, because we're really part of their herd in a sense when we're living and interacting with them all the time. So if we don't approach them with high emotional intelligence, they will not be responding with high emotional intelligence.
This is like the common phrase of don't sink to their level.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. But some horses, just like some people, are really naturally gifted teachers.